This is the DV lottery statistics. Kelvin, when you look at the data, April 19th, what's the craziest thing that is happening in Ghana?
The craziest thing that's actually happening in Ghana is that Ghana has boosted the number of issued visas to a higher pace.
Wow.
Because when we look at the data from 5th April and 19th April, there's a massive change.
Wow.
The last time we said Ghana was in the 50-50 range. Right now, we're going to say Ghana is in the 70-30 range.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Ghana is actually issuing more visas.
Yes.
Yes, we're happy. That's what we want to hear. At least, I'm excited about this because it makes us convinced that, the information that we're pushing out there and, people are really consuming the information. Especially we've seen a lot of increase in, our YouTube videos and other things like that. So this is what we want to see, right? This is what we want for our people. We want them to go enter the embassy and actually get the visa and not get refused. So Kelvin and I, we're about to break down, take you into a deep dive of the numbers. April 19th, DV statistics for you. Kelvin is going to give it to you. Let's go.
For to double chewa mina make say Ghana ma media some the Debbie Bram who person to kai eba America who person who go Canada eba school who sua dia you go to go by China kwai so person who go Dubai eba ye adwuma and na pro bia na baby bia na person who go bia you go to global e China kwai eba na country na say wo titia obi ti bika say where dem say kai journey where say wo di sika ni send na no di journey go to global dey yen tisa dey yen libi takazaka biala me to dago chewa ma jimejine mu no na tese ayade papa etisa wo hwamia no be na gu screen no so no pa na fra wo go to kroba a wo mu yempuei wo mu du betu fa global every.
All right, Kel,
okay.
Let's go for it.
So in 19th April, there's the current data that we have because our data is always updated every Saturday. So on this Saturday, we are going to get another new data to be released. So now on the screen, we have, as we said, Ghana is taking 452 total cases, and this is for 2025. Yeah, it's not going to increase, it's not going to decrease. It's going to be the same. Now, out of this number, now we have 177 issued cases, 58 refused cases, and we have 16 refused cases.
Okay.
4 administrative processing cases and
wait, hold on.
97.
How many issue cases?
177.
177. Okay.
Yeah.
And then refused?
58.
58. Okay. And then refused under law is 16. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Then we have 4 administrative processing cases.
Okay.
Then the ready cases or people that need to be interviewed are 197.
197. Wow. So compared to the last time that we broke the numbers down, which was I think April 5th, right?
Yeah, April 5th.
What are some of the changes that we are seeing here?
Okay, the changes that we are seeing is that the last time the issued cases was 157.
157. Wow.
Yeah. In 2 weeks' time, that's moved to 177.
Wow. So that's about like 20 people, right? You would say?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What about the refused cases?
The refused cases, the last time was 54. Now we have additional 4, which is 58.
Wow.
Refused by law, the last time was 24, and now we have 16.
Now we have 16. Got it.
Yeah. Administrative processing, the last time was 8, and now we have 4.
4.
Yeah.
Last time was 8.
Yeah.
And then the ready cases?
The ready cases was 209. Now we have 197.
Oh, wow. That's good. Like 13, maybe? Something like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So now, in the statistics that we are seeing, it can be that the 4 that have been added to the refused cases can come from the administrative processing cases because the last time was 8. Or some can come from the refused and the administrative processing.
Right.
Another one is that the increase in the issued cases, that those under refused under law have also moved from a state whereby they checked through the document and said, no, let's approve this people.
So definitely the refused under law, some of them move from here to here.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes too, right?
Yeah.
One of the things that we want you guys to know is that the U.S. Embassy system is not all that perfect. Okay. Sometimes there are glitches here and there. Your case can be moved to refuse, even though your visa has been issued. It will be moved to refuse under law. And then later down the line, the system will update and then it will move back to issue, right? So expect some of these sort of like up and down numbers. And
so what I'm even going to say to those people is that they should trust what the counselor will tell them. If the counselor says that we've issued you a visa, be glad and go home and enjoy.
Yes.
Don't have doubts about it that, okay, I went to check and it's refused and all those kind of things. So far as she gives you your law or your rights, there's a sheet or a booklet that he or she will give to you. So far as that person gives you that, automatically you are given the visa. But yes, that as we rightly said earlier, there can be glitches with the system whereby the moment you check, you're going to see the refuse. But in some point in time, it will move to change from the refuse to what's issued.
And then sometimes to add to what Kelvin is saying, sometimes you go in and important documents such as your medicals will not be ready.
Yeah.
In that case, they will tell you, oh, go and then, pick up your visa in maybe this amount of weeks. When you normally go and check, you can go under refuse for a second. Especially, it will go under refuse under law 221.
Yeah.
Sometimes the system will just put you under refuse just because they are waiting for your medical. So just like Kelvin said, whatever the consulate tells you in there is the final say. It's not what the status is saying, because the status sometimes will delay. It will delay for the system to update, for them to move cases to the right places. So please, when you see refuse, but you see, whenever it's refuse, when it comes to the refuse here with the 58, you see that one has not really changed. But refuse under law, you can tell that it's changing. At some point is this, at some point is low, at some point is high. That means that the system is just correcting itself, right? It's syncing up with itself. So that is good. That is what we have for Ghana, right, Kelv?
Yeah, that we are all what we have for Ghana today.
Okay, now we're seeing this is Sierra Leone in the 19th of April. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to say that Sierra Leone is also doing great because actually their refuse cases is low. So if you are looking at going to Sierra Leone for your interview, you're also in a good range. But the only thing is that they don't have a lot of people moving to the US. Because if you compare Ghana is trying to push a lot of people, but Sierra Leone is moving 79 people. I don't know for the fact whether is it that a lot of people are not interested in the DV or actually they have a number.
The funny thing is that, Kelv, every embassy is different. There are some years, or there are some fiscal years that they push a lot for DV, and there are some other fiscal years that they are slow. Especially when it comes to Sierra Leone and Ghana. Sierra Leone has always been like up there, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's why a lot of people, actually, if you're watching us, there are some people actually watching us right now. They've moved their case maybe from Ghana to Sierra Leone. They didn't know Ghana was going to be performing this well this DV lottery year, right? So they moved. So sometimes it's just the embassy deciding to prioritize other visa category than others. That's why it just changes like that. But in all, at least they are pushing something.
Yeah. So for them, in their current state, they have 32 issued cases. They have 4 refused cases. Refuse under law is 13. Administrative processing has been on 0 for a long time. So it's like those people, they actually know what they are doing, because when you're in the administrative processing area, that means documentations needs to be clarified and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Leone has done a lot of education on this, which is really helping their citizens.
Right.
Ready cases right now stays at 30.
Wow.
To me, I would say Sierra Leone is really doing well in terms of giving visas.
Yeah. Right. In terms of issue visas, yes. Yeah. So I think that's all we have for this stats, right?
Yeah, we have another one that is Liberia.
So now we have Liberia here, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Let's go.
So Liberia, I'm going to say that Liberia is now slow a bit, because for the last time up to now, they've not actually interviewed anybody, which can either be that these people are not going for the interview or these people are not called for their interview.
Wow.
So the last time was 132 and it still stays 132 for 2 weeks now.
Wow. So this side did not move at all for 2 weeks. Nobody went in, nobody went out.
Yes.
So which numbers moved here?
So the numbers that actually moved were the issued cases, refused by law, and administrative processing cases.
So these three numbers.
All the four.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. Okay, so the issue cases right now is 91. What was it before? 2 weeks ago?
So before was 87.
87. Wow.
Yeah.
What about the refused?
62.
62. Oh, okay.
The refused by law was 37.
Refused by law was 37.
Then administrative processing was 1.
Administrative was 1 the last time. So the administrative either just came right here to the refused, right?
Yeah.
And then I believe if the math is math in here, if you add this will be 4. So this 4 came from refuse under law.
Yeah.
Which when we say refuse under law, guys, it just simply means that, your case is actually not refused. It's being reviewed. Maybe they are waiting for a document to come through and all that, right? And my administrative process is when they are actually looking into your stuff, right? So, wow. So 4 came here. So it seems like the embassy was working in the background, but they didn't call anybody.
Yes.
What's going on in Liberia? Liberia, what's up? You watching this video? What's up? Wow. So Liberia seems a bit stagnant. Hopefully this week they get something.
But I'm actually going to say that it also checks out that most people are also missing their interview dates.
Oh, yeah. It could be that some people are missing their interview date. You know, the last time Kelvin did a beautiful prediction of people missing their interview date in Ghana, we didn't prepare for that. So just subscribe to this channel. Make sure you tune in. Maybe our next video, our next DV stats video, he will work on those numbers and see if some people are just not going in for their interview. You know, we will bring those numbers to you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Kev, what else we have?
That is all that we have for today.
That is all we have for today. So, hey guys, this is the DV lottery statistics. This is Kulturu Global. This is what we do. We bring this information to you. And you can tell my voice is not that clear, but we're trying our best and doing our best to bring you the update, right? Because we know that a lot of people are depending on this video. So that is it. Make judgment, make sense out of the numbers. If you're going to be moving your case to a different embassy, think about it, think through it, look at the numbers. We brought it to you. Thank you so much. Just go to Global, by the way. Our mission is that in the next 5 years, we want to help how many people, Kel?
20,000 people.
20,000 people travel to the countries of their dream. We've been doing that. Check our YouTube channel. We have a lot of testimonies. In case if you're a DV lottery winner and you need any help, you can also consult us and we'll be able to help you out. Thank you. Peace out.
For to double chair, I mean, America say, Ghana, maybe some Debbie Bram, person to cry, Eba America, person will call Canada, Eba school, pushing a dear, to go to Robert Chapai, so person will call Dubai, Eba Yeduma, and that's grown piano baby, Yana person will call piano. She shall go to Global, a Chapai, a partner contra, that's a wood tear, or bit because where the music Johnny, where's the old is the kind of sending an audio Johnny, go to Global, dear Yentissa, yet. Libi takazaka biala me tutu dagu chewa majime jinemuno na tsa say ya de papa etisa wo hwamia number na gu screen no so no pa na fra wo go to kroba a wo mo ye buei wo mo du betu fa Kulturu Global.